The Dreamer's Death, written and read by Michael Versitulis. In that room with the heavy wooden furniture and the old leather-bound tomes, where the air was draped with an ethereal curtain of scented opiate smoke that had its thickness penetrated by sulphurous and amber golden afternoon sunlight that invaded from the window facing the garden. In that room he sat, lost in the deep embrace of an old armchair of crimson velvet and worn gilded wood. Next to him on a carven wooden table stood in its delicate pride a glass of absinthe that glistened in the filtered light of the slowly setting sun, like the emerald towers of fair Eraltil in the softly glorious light of early autumn. Within the green spirit 2 drops of laudanum still danced, moving like fading serpents in the desert sands, or like belly dancers amidst the veils of cherry-flavored smoke rising from water pipes. In that room the dreamer sat, trying to numb the pains of sleep. The dizziness seemed like a gate or an initiatory assistant on a path trodden for the first time, a step into the realms of dream, the depth of which no other had had before. A strange fever burned with excitement overtook him, and he laughed loudly with warm and free heart. "Hail, Absinthus!" he exclaimed. "Hail, treader of winds!" And like miraculous answer to prayer, a dream god manifested, borne on the winged winds, crowned with vines and ivy leaves, in which were interwoven emeralds and amethysts, his pale green flesh covered softly by translucent purple veils, and his divine presence was accompanied by a host of little fairies floating in an emerald glow. With a peaceful smile, the dreamer stretched out his arms toward the somnial deity, who took hold of them, and with a single gentle motion lifted the dreamer into the air as if he were but a lonely feather sailing upon the sea of breezes. Guided by the gleeful dream god, the dreamer flew into amethyst-colored skies through vanilla-textured clouds until they reached a celestial pond of fog on which rested a small ivory boat shaped by dream and blessed by imagination. The dream god set the dreamer into the fair construct and bade him farewell as he and his emerald host pushed the boat, granting its first motion. The dreamer, sitting safely and comfortably, journeyed through the celestial halls as the boat moved upon the ethereal streams of mist, until it entered a thick cloud that seemed to be made out of luminous cotton. At the cloud's other side, the dreamer saw beneath him a sea of desert sands rapidly approaching the boat. The landing was rough, but secure. He stepped out of the boat and started wandering toward the crimson setting sun that graced the horizon with its glory. And suddenly he smelled cinnamon in the air and heard bitter-sweet songs of traveling sojourn approaching. The singing caravans met the dreamer upon those sacred sands of the dreamy east and welcomed him as a fellow traveler. And on they went, together with the crimson sun bathing them in its setting glory. They found his body the next day, lifeless and pale in the embrace of the old armchair. Yet his calm face bore a hint of a touch of an eastern sun, and his flesh emitted scents of sand and cinnamon. Many travelers who return after the hours of sleep claim to have met the dreamer or seen him wandering somewhere in the realms of dream. Some say that he continuously follows caravans, traveling through the desert to oases and beautiful eastern cities, where he enjoys exchanging wondrous tales with the traveling merchants. Others say that he scours the lands of dreams, seeking suitable spots where he builds emerald-dressed temples to the dream god Absinthus. And yet others report to have seen him sitting upon the dunes, staring endlessly into the burning eye of his beloved setting sun. But all of them, say that the dreamer is happy.
The wizard.